a.m. on a Tuesday morning. Good morning. Glad to have you here with us on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham.
And I'm Channing Curtis. Well, this winter-like weather is definitely the story of the day today. As you're heading outside, keep your eyes to the skies.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of everything right now, depending on where you live. A little bit windy, maybe a little bit rainy, and even snowy in some areas, right, Jeremy?
Oh, it's gross out here.
We're glad you're outside for us, letting us know what it's like.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely windy, definitely raining here on the South Hill. And I'm hoping to see some snowflakes mixing in, but none just yet. We might get a couple of those snowflakes mixing in, very similar to what happened last time, but very similar to how we saw our last round of a couple snowflakes move through. It is not going to accumulate. 39 degrees and rain is the story for us here in Spokane, and it's a bit windy and this umbrella is about to send me flying. But let's take a look at radar. You can see basically that I-90 Highway 2 line is where we're seeing that separation between rain and snow, and then up in some of those higher elevations. Right now, it's up and over about 3,000 feet when it comes to some of that rain and snow mixing. But here you go. If you head off to the north, you will find some snow mixing in. If you head out to the east, you will find some snow mixing in. And that's how it is working. Here in Spokane, all rain for us, even downtown. Over in Coeur d'Alene, all snow for you, and that includes places like Hayden Lake, up towards Spirit Lake, Deer Park. You're going to watch some snow mixing in here shortly. I'm not too worried about any sort of accumulation on the roads right now in those low elevation areas because it is just too warm. The ground is too warm as well. And as we move through the morning, notice it quickly starts winding down. By the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to watch this start to taper off from west to east. By this afternoon, it's lingering showers in high elevations and even a little bit of sun in some of the lower elevations out to the west. So, big day. When it comes to the wind, how about this one for you? Wind gusts to 30, even 40 miles per hour across much of the inland northwest. So not only is it windy and rainy, it's just going to be gross for much of the day. Temperatures remaining close to or above freezing across much of the region and climbing into the mid-40s later this afternoon.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Now let's get right into today's big stories. This morning, the University High School student who allegedly threatened to kill another child knows the consequences. Now, yesterday, a judge set Adam McCarty's bond at $50,000 for felony threats to kill. According to court documents, McCarty walked into class and yelled that he was going to kill another student. During the hearing, Commissioner John Stein says the situation was very severe.
I don't know anything about you. I don't know what you're capable of. All I know is that I've seen a lot of threats from students to other students, and this one is a lot more egregious than what I usually see, given you currently walked into class in front of the whole classroom of people and repeated the threat, so you find you are at risk to be out in the community.
In addition to the $50,000 bond, McCarthy also cannot step foot on the University High School campus, and he also must not contact people he specifically threatened. That threat caused classes to be canceled last Friday.
Newly released court documents give more insight into a local teen's alleged plans to bomb Medical Lake High School. Last week, a student alerted the school resource officer about a bomb threat after seeing it on social media. When the resource officer talked with the suspect, he admitted to making pipe bombs. The court documents also reveal messages the 16-year-old suspect sent about his plans. One message says he would test the bomb out at school. Now, according to investigators, the suspect said he had a bomb in his backpack on the way to school Thursday before Halloween. He claims he walked the access trail of Medical Lake and threw the bomb in the water to get rid of it. Now, the suspect remains in Spokane County Juvenile Detention Center as detectives continue to investigate the bomb threat. We asked Medical Lake School District what communication they sent out to parents about that bomb threat, and we are still waiting for a response. It is 5:05, time for your morning rush. More news in less time.
First up, Sandpoint Mayor Shelby Ronstadt is announcing that he is running for governor of Idaho.
Now more than ever, Idaho needs leadership. That's why today I'm announcing my candidacy for governor for the great state of Idaho as a Democrat.
Shelby is a fourth-generation Idahoan, and he's currently serving his second term as mayor of Sandpoint. He's only the second two-term mayor in that city's history.
Former Idaho State Representative Aaron Von Ellinger pleaded not guilty to 2 felony counts of rape. He allegedly raped a 19-year-old State House intern back in March. The 39-year-old former Republican lawmaker, who resigned from his seat during an ethics committee hearing in May, was arrested in September. He is currently out of jail on his own recognizance. The trial is set to begin in April.
All right, don't call it a comeback, but Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson is set to play in this Sunday's game against the Packers. Wilson released this video showing his journey from surgery just a month ago, his rehab, and ultimately his return to the field. Head coach Pete Carroll says he wants to see how his quarterback makes it through the week.
He's done a ton in the last week, and so he did fine today, got off the practice field feeling great. So we just do one day at a time, but he's not out here to do anything but play.
Now you can watch the Seahawks play the Green Bay Packers this Sunday right here on KREM 2. Kickoff is at 1:25 p.m.
Well, Russell is not the only one making a return to Seattle. Whale watchers spotted about 60 orcas on Monday between Whidbey Island and Kingston. Now, this is both the J and L pods of the southern resident orcas. No sign of any new calves. Earlier this year, though, 3 of the orcas in the J pod were pregnant.
All right, that's your Morning Rush. More news in less time. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood by using the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media.
Our Boomtown series continues on Up with KREM. This morning, we are talking about the podium.
It's Spokane's newest sports facility, and it features a 200-meter hydraulic indoor running track. Already, 2 national championships are booked at the podium in the next year. Construction
of that $53 million facility now complete. And this morning, we're getting a first glance inside the brand new world-class venue.
So KREM 2's Nicole Hernandez is live this morning, and she's even speaking with the event manager for Spokane Public Facilities District. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning, guys. Gosh, brand new, world class. That you walk into this building, that is exactly what you feel when you walk in. Right here is, of course, the brand new track that we're standing on in the podium. I have Paul Christensen here. He is expert on everything to know here. So you guys have your first event coming up on December 11th. Correct. So tell me, what is that? How can people get tickets to come see this amazing place?
So the first event is, December 11th. It's Spokane Invitational. And you can get tickets through Tickets West, and it'll have a lot of colleges from all over the area, and be the first time we've been able to show off this track to the public and see if there's any records that can possibly be set.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, and take a look this way too. I want to spin you this way a little bit because you can see the stands also on the other side. Absolutely gorgeous. Some VIP areas up there as well. So lots to talk about for sure. We'll show you all of that, of course, throughout the morning. But one of the things I wanted to touch on is with all of this huge facility, what really makes it world class? Why are we already seeing these, national championships coming here?
So this is one of 12 tracks in the country that's hydraulically banked, and it is only one west of the Mississippi. And there's a couple other cities hoping to build these, but we're the first one on the West Coast. And so a lot of the teams that want to compete in hydraulically banked tracks, they have to come to Spokane if they're on the West Coast.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we just want to touch on real quick is this track, of course, is going to be bringing, like you mentioned, a lot of big events here. So it could potentially bring 25,000 people annually, which is millions of dollars in revenue. And now that we're back live here, Al, if you want to kind of show a little bit of back this way, he mentioned this hydraulic banking, and that's this up here. So if we come up here, you can see how the track kind of rises up this way. That's what's so special. He said 1 of 12 in the country, only one west of the Mississippi. So that is a huge deal to have this right here at home in Spokane. So of course we're going to continue showing you all of the fun stuff that is here. Keep highlighting the podium throughout the morning, but for now, something's back to you guys.
Wow, it looks wonderful.
It looks amazing. Now, one of the biggest benefits of the podium is the fact that its location is so incredible. It's located right downtown in Spokane.
Yeah, so most venues like this are usually on the outskirts of the community. However, there's a big parking lot. You can park your car, go in, and might be able to be in that building all day. But the podium being in the heart of the city and downtown, any tourists, visitors, athletes, coaches, they have the opportunity to do their race, go back to their hotel, walk through the park, get something to eat, walk around downtown or warm up on the Centennial Trail, which is just outside its doors. So it's pretty cool and a great location.
Absolutely. So another thing that sets this facility apart is that organizers say that the venue will bring major sporting events to Spokane. And they say the arena can host large spectator events and even cater to the specific needs of tournaments.
It also has the space to host a number of courts or fields. However, city officials say the arena and convention center can still provide supportive space for the tournaments. Our Boomtown series continues all morning here on Up with KREM. Coming up in our next half hour, Nicole Hernandez taking us back inside the facility, plus telling us a little bit more about how future events could bring millions of dollars every year to Spokane.